Welcome to Rewatch First Watch. I'm your host, Lumia. And I'm here with my co-host, Keyblade.
I am Keyblade Spirit.
Get out of here.
Okay,
This week,
fine.
we were watching... Oh, he just left the call. Wow. Did not see that coming.
What was that?
Yeah, I didn't actually expect you to actually leave.
You told me to leave.
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm not doing that again.
No, you shouldn't. This week, we finished the episodes of Steven Universe that we were going to watch that Keyblade specifically chose for me to make me think maybe Steven Universe isn't the worst cartoon ever.
And how did I do?
Well, it's definitely not the worst cartoon ever. I definitely think the show has overall still a lot of problems, but it is definitely moving in a positive direction, and I am convinced to continue watching it. I'm going to take a little
Okay.
break from it, but I'd like to continue watching. I still find Steven has definitely become a more tolerable character,
Yeah.
but my complaints that I've made every single episode about the main issues are still here. The show focuses way too much on Steven. Um, still,
Yeah.
it does have a problem with trying to show faults in characters, but turns them into the most unlikable people ever, and now I can't unsee them.
Yeah.
Like every time there's a good Greg episode, like in the most recent episode, the ones we've watched, I I've seen this cute romance fighting between him and Rose, but at the same time, in the back of my head, consistently, it's Greg is an awful father, consistent,
Yeah.
and it just takes away from that moment a lot. Um, they don't like it. Just doesn't feel like there's any punishment for them being awful, other than like a very quick moment thing for like very massive things. There's an episode of the ones we watched where Amethyst is pretty much tormenting um, Greg by showing him Rose, and it's obvious early on that he doesn't like her transforming, which could be seen as like small tier bullying. But then he turns into his effectively dead wife,
Yeah.
which is so obviously cartoonishly evil of a person to do.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I liked that episode because that actually at least kind of gives a hint as to why Amethyst is acting this way, but it also doesn't really try to excuse it. But at the same time, from what I remember, that moment never really is addressed again.
She gets off pretty light. I mean, she just cleans out his garage, which that is a lot of work no matter how you look at it. But I don't know. It just feels like it's a slap on the wrist for the kind of cruel thing that she did to him.
Yeah, see, I don't see that so much as her being punished or punishing herself even. I see it more as an attempt at an apology that she probably knows isn't enough.
Yeah, I feel like more should have been done because now literally the episode after this, Amethyst is kind of like back to her normal thing, and I can't look at her the same way now
Yeah.
because I see her as this extremely malicious, hurtful person.
Yeah. Yeah. It isn't if I'm remembering correctly, and it's never really addressed again, it is a problem. Because I do think that, overall, we do see Amethyst and Greg's relationship starting to get better slowly. But also, like we don't really like we know at some point that it started to get better. I'm talking
That,
out of my ass. I don't really know what
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
saying.
yeah. Well, I'm judging based on what I've seen, and what I've seen has just like effectively made these two characters like it's hard for me to enjoy positive moments about these characters because I only see them in a negative light. Um,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like the thing with Greg was definitely something that they didn't intend to make him seem toxic, but it carries forward somehow
yeah.
much later. But then
Well,
with
that's
yeah, but then with Amethyst, it does call like the episode is clearly saying that what she's doing is wrong. But then, you know, hello.
yeah. Um, but I will give. But let's move away from the negatives, unless you have more to say on the negative side, because I have become more positive to this series as we've gone on, because there have been more funny jokes. I guess in a way, Steven's autism has been made into more creatively better jokes.
I can agree with that. Like seeing the show get progressively better. I am now more on your side that the early show is like at points just bad.
I still hold that opinion that the more than half the episodes you showed me, I would say are bad. Um, Only because I see that this show has a very strong chance of getting good because I've been seeing it in my eyes. Like the the backstory behind the pearls has a. I know this is really obvious when I say this, but it just occurred to me that this is literally this is the equivalent of a sequel to a shonen anime where the main character died and all of his friends are just taking care of his kid.
Yeah,
Which I know is literally what the plot is, but it just wasn't that obvious to me until like a few episodes during this.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So that's hilarious to me.
yeah,
That I just realized that.
yeah. Like that's also kind of like that feels like a relatively new trope in shonen generally. Like we've seen a lot of shows recently that are like they're original shows. They're not sequels to other shows, but there's always one character that's usually a mentor type character, or who was, or who is characterized as though they were the protagonist of some other show that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like we see that in Black Clover. We see that in My Hero Academia. Like we see that a lot in My Hero.
Yeah. It's becoming a new modern trait or trope, as you said, not trait.
Yeah, I mean basically the same thing, just for different contexts.
Well,
Yeah, like
um,
even Demon Slayer has a little bit of that.
no, it doesn't. That implies that a character.
Yeah, no, the Taijiro's mentor guy, he like he feels characterized as though he was a former main character.
Ah, he feels the same way I feel about Kakashi and Roshi.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll give it to you for My Hero. That makes sense. Not for Demon Slayer teacher.
Okay.
Kite. He feels like a Kite mentor.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, Rose is very clearly filling that same role.
God, I just realized that no one would get
Except
this
that
comparison
she's
unless
dead.
they watch anime.
What was that?
Oh, I just realized no one would get that comparison I just made unless they watch a lot of anime.
Yeah, but like,
Oh.
probably most of the people our age who are watching Steven Universe are also anime fans.
Speaking of anime, I really appreciate that Steven's dad's album was an obvious nod to Galaxy Express 999.
Yeah, Galaxy Express 39. Yeah.
No, 999.
You're gonna catch shit in the comments for that, but
No, I'm not. I'm right on this.
yeah.
You haven't even
No.
seen the movie.
I know I haven't, but still, every time I've heard it, it's been 3-9.
This guy. This guy.
Yeah.
Galaxy Express 999.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, that was kind of cool. Like, and we saw in some previous episodes that, that Steven has a Cloud Strife figurine.
Oh, does he? That's adorable.
Yeah, it was in one of the,
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I saw that.
yeah. Yeah. So that's cute. Like, as we've noted several times, and as the fan base has noted, or will have noted infinite times, Rebecca Sugar loves anime. And she puts
Yes.
anime references in all of her work. Even where it may or may not be appropriate. Or even where it
Yeah.
is funny, but it doesn't really need to be there. Rebecca Sugar is an anime fan, and we see that she's also like a
She
deep
is.
lore anime fan by the fact that she's apparently seen Galaxy Express 39. Or at least whoever worked on that episode was, or had.
She makes an Utena reference.
That's true.
Like, a very, very obvious Utena reference to anyone who's seen Utena.
Yeah. Have you seen that scene in context? Because I'm not sure
Oh,
if
the
that...
Utena.
Yeah.
Oh, it's when Pearl is fighting Shadow Pearl, and the way that she's animated is literally an animation cut from Utena.
Okay, so that's after where we are then.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's one of those cuts I've been aware of because I thought it was really cool that it existed.
Okay, by the way, that's Hollow Pearl, not Shadow Pearl.
I literally don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, it's literally a training dummy. And
From
then
the way
and then
the
it
context
kills
of the
her.
video, the context of the video made it seem like a shadow.
Okay, that makes enough sense. I'm just correcting you on that point because it's...
I don't care. I haven't seen the episode.
Yeah, but Steven Universe fans will care.
Oh, boo-hoo. You Steven Universe fans are complaining that I've seen like a few episodes of your show. That is bad for the first season.
Now, look. They've probably already left the comment.
I know they hate me. I can tell they hate me. I hate them.
Yes. Anyway,
Anime is better than cartoons. This is a fact.
yes, agreed. Except Avatar: The Last Airbender is better than most anime.
I haven't seen Avatar the last ever. I'll watch it compared to most anime, and then we'll have my movie compares Avatar to all of anime.
Yes. That's a good idea.
That'll be added to the list of the reasons I'm going to be canceled.
I mean, you've been canceled several times over already.
No one is canceled.
I have.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's you.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, do you have anything else to say on, like, any of these episodes individually or as a whole?
Oh, yeah. There was this beautiful, well, I wouldn't call it beautiful. It was nice, this episode about, Pearl's relationship with Rose.
Yeah, the last episode that we saw.
No. The one about,
Oh, yeah, Rose's scabbard.
Pearl being, like, the most trusted agent. Yeah. And the fact that, Pearl did not like not knowing anything about the lion. I
Yeah.
think she did know. It did speak about Pearl's character a lot. Which, in context, would be one of the earlier episodes where we learned about her missing of space so much.
Yeah,
really showed how much she cared about Rose without having to literally show her relationship with Rose.
I agree.
Yeah. I guess what I've learned the more I go into this is that I think I would like Steven Universe a lot more if it was about Rose.
Maybe, maybe like if Rose, if the currently dead Rose was still being presented as the main character, and the show was
No,
about learning about her.
no, it's like the show was about the entire war. You know, her falling in love with Mr. Universe and her ultimate sacrifice to have.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
to me, I think the show would have been overall because the things I like about Steven Universe is the gem lore and the gem stacks.
Yeah, we get to see a lot more of that.
That's good.
Yeah, like the gem lore kind of becomes real important. Like, maybe not lore specifically, but like learning more about what gem culture is like and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like when we learn about the diamonds, it's like I've told you before, the diamonds, like they are bad people and genocidal maniacs, and they killed a lot of life forms. Some of them probably people. But and then when they seem to be redeemed, they're not really redeemed. They're just boomers. Because like the best line, or like one of the best lines that Steven says to one of the diamond, or one of the best exchanges with one of the diamonds that Steven has, is when White Diamond says to Steven, "I've been saying please and thank you, even to lower life forms." And Steven
He
says,
told me.
"Yeah, yeah." And Steven says, "What did we talk about?" And she just goes, "Ugh, equal life forms."
Um.
It's great.
Yeah. What do you have any final thoughts on Steve?
I do have
Sure.
one last interesting thought that I noticed in this last episode about Rose. There was a point at which Rebecca Sugar mentioned Rose isn't necessarily a good person, and that shows through really well in the Story for Stephen episode. In a very good, subtle way. Because we start to see, especially in the context of what we learn about her later.
Well, don't spoil.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but especially in the context of what we learn about her later, she is... This is the first episode where we start to see that she doesn't really love Earth or life on Earth. She more fetishizes it. Like when she says to Greg, "I'd love to play with you more," or "I would love to play with you." Like, it feels to me, like through her tone of voice and stuff, that, and also, again, with context, that she means it more like playing with him like a toy.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me. Like the fact that she's been on Earth for 5,000 years now. And yet, she still kind of sees humans almost entirely as things and lower life forms. And I don't think it's until Steven is born that the other gems start to realize that humans are actually intelligent people that should be respected.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
What? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, like, with Rose specifically, I feel like that is one of the most important things that we learn in this episode. Like, specifically that, at least at first, she didn't really see Greg as a person. She just saw him as probably more of a pet than anything. A pet that she ended up having sex with, but still. Yeah. Thus the subreddit r/Greg fucked a rock.
I forgot about that meme.
Yeah, that's a real subreddit. Link in the description.
So, what would you give these episodes? All the episodes we watched. What score would you give them?
Like, all of the episodes that we've watched in this whole, section? Or just in the ones we watched for this episode?
No, I mean, the ones that we watched in this entire thing. We gave our scores last time.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I would probably say, like, if I aggregated them all together, probably not more than a 6 out of 10. Like, because from those early episodes, I can see why somebody would give up on this show.
I give this show, for what we've seen, a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
If the episodes didn't get good, for the ones I talked about in the past I did like, it would have been a 2.
Okay.
The show's good episodes did bring it up to a 4.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, I feel like the only reason why I like this show better than Land of the Lustrous still is just that Steven Universe is a complete narrative that I've consumed all of already. Whereas Land of the Lustrous, I still have to finish it.
Yes. We still need the manga.
Yeah. Is the manga of Land of the Lustrous finished already?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
They had 30 chapters since last time I checked in. So I got a lot to read.
You do.
Considering the show was only 30 chapters.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off with chapter 30 and just read chapter 9.
Yeah.
I don't think it releases weekly.
Okay. It must be monthly or something.
I think it's... I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw the show a little after it first aired. But, yeah. And I read the manga right after that. This first time still. Because I really loved Land of the Lustrous. Summary. Land of the Lustrous. Better than Steven Universe. Confirmed by Lumia Stargazer.
Yeah, better than this section of Steven Universe for sure. If only we had started 6 episodes later on Steven Universe, we would have gotten to the season 1 finale. And
also, you would have skipped a lot of episodes I didn't like.
Yeah, that too. But also, so we would have gotten to the season 1 finale, which is absolutely spectacular.
I will watch that if you want to watch with me.
Yeah. Like, what I think we can do now, since we're, since I've convinced you to keep watching, is I can just kind of compile a highlight reel of the best episodes that I feel...
We'll talk about this later.
That I feel give the full thing. And then when we're done after that, we can discuss it again on the channel.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll get something equivalent to make you watch, so I have something on you.
Yes. Well, don't forget, I am gonna play Skyrim for you. Yeah. Oh, we do have one other little announcement. Rewatch First Watch was kind of just an experiment to sort of get us talking unscripted regularly. And we feel like we've gotten relatively good enough at that.
And we still have a ways to go.
Yeah, we've still got a ways to go, but like we've gotten as much practice as we can from this format.
No. look forward to this Saturday's video. We know these two videos have come out a day late. Um, fuck you.
Yeah, so look forward to tomorrow's video.
It's gonna be wonderful. I'm hyped. I hope you're hyped.
Yeah, but
T, are you hyped?
I am hyped. Anyway, like I was saying, we're gonna stop doing Rewatch First Watch as like, the double weekly thing.
It'll come back.
Yeah, we're just gonna fold it into our more regular, like, our weekly stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said bye and you didn't say bye with me.
Oh, bye! I'm sorry, you cut out. Like and subscribe and comment, blah blah blah, bye!